Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. Today we're back with Rush, and we are doing one of my favorite songs off Grace Under Pressure. A friend of the channel mentioned this live version from, I believe, R40, and the song is Between the Wheels. I have always loved Grace Under Pressure, maybe even more so than Signals, which was another favorite. The one out of those three that I probably didn't listen to that much for a long time was Moving Pictures. In fact, I didn't own Moving Pictures till probably a decade ago. But at my age, you heard every one of those songs and all the videos all the time. So I was a Rush fan, listened to Rush, but that record was just kind of like I just heard it all the time. But was a huge fan of Signals when that came out, and I really, really liked Grace Under Pressure. And then, like maybe you may or may not know, the last record I really bought by Rush was Power Windows. So that's kind of where my experience stops. Not that I have stopped listening to them. I listen to them on a daily basis almost, maybe weekly. Alex is also a huge influence on my guitar playing and some of my songwriting and the current band I'm in. So anyway, with all that said, here's Rush, Between the Wheels. So that is massive sounding. He's got his kind of signature Les Paul with the Floyd Rose. I forget, was that the AXS or something? Can't remember what it was called. But it also sounds like he's using the Taurus pedals too to give it that super low end.
To live between a rock and a hard place, in between time, cruising in prime time, soaking up the gospel rays, in between the wars in our time, living in real time, holding the good times, holding up the yesterdays. You know how the ride feels, going under your speeding wheels. Right.
Interesting guitar tone for Alex. I think it sounds massive, but it's also kind of fuzzy and doesn't have tons of high end, at least from what I'm hearing, and kind of the same with Geddy's bass. But you gotta love that bass line. It just kind of kind of propulsive and kind of fast forward moving. I just totally love it.
Images flashing by like a windshield towards the light. Thousand in a better time,
Yeah.
but the wheels of time just pass you by. Wheels can take you around, wheels can touch you down. It can go from boom to bust, from dreams to a bowl of dust. It can fall from rocket trailer down to brother. Can you spare another war, another wasteland, another lost generation?
Such a cool vibe.
It slips between your hands like water. It's living in real time. But it's eating lifetime. Raining by your celluloid. Right between the eyes by the sycamore. Walking on each street. Hiding beneath the cheese. Got to try and deliver.
Yes.
You know how my love it feels, going under your beating wheels. Brother, can you spare another war, another wasteland, another lost generation?
Yeah.
When you can take you around, when you gotta let you down, you can fall from rocket ship. Another brother, can you start another war, another wasteland, another lost generation?
Nice. What a killer version. Great playing, obviously. And again, like I said, one of my favorite songs off of Grace Under Pressure. And in fact, I like all the songs off that record. And that one's always been kind of a favorite of mine for sure. So, really happy to do it. It's interesting seeing Geddy tackle it vocally because it seems like he is trying to, I think we all know he struggled with certain songs for a while, at least live. And that one seems like he was trying to approach it differently, like it was real nasally. I am not a singer. I was just watching him. Physically, it looked hard to sing while he's doing all of this bass playing and the keyboard part and all of this other stuff that he is so amazing at. I'm sure some of these songs were really hard to do. And now I own this actual video or DVD, excuse me, and I've watched it many times, but I haven't watched it recently. So this was kind of a cool refresher. And I do remember certain songs were really hard for him to kind of pull off. And I think it's kind of cool that they still do them, knowing or did them, knowing that, it wouldn't be perfect vocally, but people wanted to hear certain songs a lot. And I know, not knowing basically all their live kind of recordings, at least recently, I know the last couple DVDs and tours they did, they really kind of dug deep. I think they both still have a lot of stuff in them if they're, how they've been their whole lives. Lots of great writing, lots of great riffs, lots of great ideas. And it'd be kind of cool to see him with another drummer. I personally would love that. It doesn't have to be called Rush. There could be another singer, whatever. It just would be cool to hear them work on some stuff. Whether it happens or not, I'm pretty doubtful, but I am not a purist in the sense of like Rush without Neil isn't Rush. But on the same token, uh, just don't call it Rush then and call it something else. I don't care. But those are just some of my thoughts. I love Rush, like I said. Thanks for joining me. I'm Brian. See you soon.